Hello, YouTubers. My name is Mama Killa B. I am the little movie bee, and you don't know me yet, but hopefully you're gonna get to know me really well. I have a couple things that I want to talk about regarding this weekend. So this weekend was the 2017 Oscars. Viola Davis and I'm gonna mispronounce his name. Mahershala Ali. Viola Davis won for Fences, and Mahershala Ali won for Moonlight. So really big deal because last year there was a lot of controversy. This year I think the Oscars kind of obviously they recognized that and they did something about it. I mean, they nominated a lot of people of color for several categories. There was that whole mix-up with Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway announcing Best Picture, and I felt really bad for La La Land, but just on a personal note, I wanted Moonlight to win, so I'm really happy that it won Best Picture. I just picked up my copy of Moonlight on Blu-ray, and I'm super excited to rewatch it because I only saw it once with my brother when it initially came out. It's such a beautifully shot movie in general. Just the aesthetics of it. Like when I think of the movie, I think about basically the colors that you see on the poster, like these kind of like very fluorescent colors. And Barry Jenkins is just amazing. And him and his partner, I don't remember the name of the other writer off the top of my head, they won for Best Adapted Screenplay, which is awesome because I especially love what they said in their speech. The guy was like, we never thought that, I'm paraphrasing here, but it's like, we never thought we'd be up here. We're just two guys from Liberty City representing the 305, and that really that resonated with me because I know that there's a lot of people out there who want to get into film who feel like they're not being represented, and these guys are totally. Barry Jenkins brought Miami to life. It's a living, breathing character in the movie because a lot of the things that Chiron goes through has to do because of where he comes from. So it's an amazing film. If you haven't seen it, I really highly recommend it just as a cinephile. And then secondly, I saw Get Out this weekend. I saw it Monday night. Initially, the thing about Jordan Peele, I've known about him for a really long time because I used to watch Mad TV, and him and Keegan-Michael Key were on Mad TV, and then Key and Peele came out, and I've seen a handful of episodes. I've always been a fan. I really dug Keanu. I thought that was a good movie. It wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be, but it definitely had its really solid moments, and their brand of comedy really came through in the movie. But I saw Get Out, and it's his directorial debut. Wow, I was blown away. Right now, it has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. And over the weekend, it made $33 million, a little over $33 million, and it came in #1 at the box office, which is really impressive, and I'm super happy for Jordan Peele. But wow, I think what I have to say about it, when the movie opened, when it first started, I was sitting there with my friend, and you see just a suburb street, and you hear a man talking on the phone, and you think, oh shit, something is gonna happen because he seems completely out of place, right? I was just really struck by how they captured how Jordan Peele just got you in the first 4 or 5 minutes. And that's the thing about horror films, is that you have to get them, you have to grab the audience within the first few minutes, because that's what sets the tone basically for the whole movie. And absolutely that set the tone, the way it started. I can tell because it was written by Jordan Peele too. He has such a great knowledge about movies, horror movies in particular, and thrillers, and it shines through. We know how America is right now, and how that is kind of being reflected in movies and in the industry in general. So for Get Out to be you know, to come out at this time and to give the commentary, it's absolutely social commentary. It says a lot about what's going on in America and about racial division. The fact that it really like terrified me within the first 5 minutes, I was really impressed. And it's definitely a must-see, I think. So you should totally check it out if you haven't. The ending is super, super satisfying, I think, because you think it's gonna go one way based off tropes in film, you know, because of course it's super predictable. This always happens to a black guy, you know, or like this always happens just in general. But it totally did a 180 on me, and I was really impressed. And I think Jordan Peele, I commend you for bringing that film to life. I think he has a great eye. With cinematography wise, it was, you know, it was done in a really beautiful way. And the writing is really, because it, you know, it has, obviously I was hoping that it would have some sort of comic relief just because, you know, it's Jordan Peele from Key and Peele, and I was hoping it would have like some sort of like, you know, nudge, like it still has a sense of humor, and it did. And that came in through his best friend, the main character's best friend, who helps him out and is ultimately like a very important part of the movie. So yeah, just based off what happened at the Oscars this weekend is really impressive. What's going on in the industry, and I'm really excited to see the rest of the movies coming out this year. I think, you know, January is kind of a dud in terms of movies, and then February kind of starts picking up. Logan's coming out this weekend. I'm probably going to try to catch that. Hopefully, we build a community here. I have a lot to say about movies. I love film, and it's been a part of my life. I live it, breathe it in terms of like just what's going on in my head. There's just references like crazy. That's all I gotta say, and subscribe, and peace out.